Welcome, welcome. I had a joke for you tonight, and I left it in the printer. I printed it out so I would remember it, and I left it in the printer and I went off without my joke. But I do remember, because I was reading a whole bunch of them, so I'm going to give you this one. It's not a joke, but a lady never discusses or reveals how many pieces her stash contains. I love that. So many times in workshops we're talking about stashes and what do you do and how do you do it, but a lady never reveals how many pieces are in her stash. So next time someone asks you, you can just say, I'm a lady. I don't reveal that kind of information. I thought that was great. I hope you enjoy it. So tonight we're going to talk about the August PoM, and it is Brooks Top, pattern number 95. Brooks Top, this was inspired by a garment in Neiman Marcus. I love it. I love the parts and the pieces. We'll go over all of it tonight. The reason I did it for August PoM is because it is just a perfect transition pattern. I've got 19 new fabrics. They're just all applicable, and yet in so many different ways. So I want you to really get the most out of this pattern. Recognize, guess what, girls? There's no fitting. There's no fitting. So we don't have to even worry about fitting. It's maybe an hour or so, maybe two the most, but it's easy and fun. We have pictures that you all have sent in, the Silhouette U, and so we want to go ahead and look at those pictures first. We also have a winner, $50 gift certificate that we're going to give away. Well, I've already drawn it out of these people who sent me their photos, so let's kind of take a look. And I did it by, well, there's certain things I wanted to point out to you in each case. So nothing critical, but keep in mind we've chopped off all the faces, no faces. I saw a show once where somebody had taken a face off a face. Anyway, we just want to be extra careful, so we don't do that. All right, so let's look at these pattern of the month. So I obviously love this one because look what they did. They tied it. I'm going to show you how to do it because I've gone through and showed you how to do it. So you don't have to use a fabric that has both sides the same, or that typically in the pattern, the front flips up to the back. And so you've got to have a fabric that's good on both sides. In this case, where she tied it, you don't have to have that. I mean, maybe you do for the tie, but I'm going to show you how to do that tonight. And this next one is this very similar thing. She tied it. I love how that looks. It's a great look. It doesn't matter. And then I wanted you to see it in a stripe, and sure enough, somebody did it in a stripe. Isn't that adorable? And a different way that I did it in the stripe because I ran them this way. So that's what I love is your ideas and your inspiration. It just inspires everybody. She really played with the stripes. You notice they're horizontal in the front, vertical in the back, and of course across the yoke line. So great job. Great job. I love this fabric. I've got a fabric similar to this tonight that I wanted you all to see it. But if you notice, it's just really, it would change with everything you put underneath it. I think it's great. And then we have a lot of different finishes. And this finish I wanted to show you because it's just a little rolled edge. There's so many ways you can finish that neck edge. And on mine that I have on, I actually fringed it, but we'll talk about that later. Let's go on to the next one. It's a sheer, great use of shears, such a beautiful use of shears. We can pair it up with nice slacks. You can pair it down with jeans. Just a really versatile piece, okay? Love these two. And she said she did the pink top. She did her happy, they're both the same lady, but the pink top you can see is kind of an open net, and she didn't finish it at all, and she said she did her happy dance because she didn't have to finish the edges. There was no edges necessary to be finished. So love this. You can see different looks, different styles, but always good. Love this one. Look at the drape on this. You can see it actually hangs lower. It's not because the pattern's longer. It's not anything other than it's just really great drape. So this, and if you notice that drape hangs because the front is cut on a bias, because the way it's laid out on fabric, that front comes in kind of to a V, and it's very flattering. It's very slimming. You can see, I think this, I mean, I know her, but I think it looks really slimming on her. It's really nice looking. So these viscose knits are terrific for that use. All right, and then we have, same thing here. I love this. I'll give you a little hint on this person. She's from across the pond. Too much information. All right, and then love this one. I couldn't really see the fabric on this, but what I love about it is look at what she's paired it with. She's wearing a dress and she's wearing a border print. And this comes right to the top of that border print. It's just wonderful. Just a great job. Pattern fabric, you guys really doing well. I just love seeing what you're doing. And then this last one, it takes us into winter. So I wanted you to see it in a heavier fabric because that's why I said not only is it transition for now, remember transition means opposites. So if I go dark on top, I can go light on the bottom. You hear what I said. I said that backwards. But anyway, here you can see she's really with a heavier wool fabric. And I've included some of those tonight because I wanted you to see you can certainly do that as well. And especially where she lives, her winter is like, it's already like, no, not yet. But anyway. All right, and so we have a winner. And of those people, Taffy, if your name is Taffy, you are the winner. I did this ahead of time so that I could announce it tonight because y'all have been always so patient about waiting for me. So I decided to get ahead of the game. So it's a $50 gift certificate. What you can do, Ms. Taffy, is you can place an order, send me the order number. I'll refund $50. If you want to take it in several, just no worries. Anything you want to do. So next month, you guys keep in mind, we'll do it August, September, October, November, December, and then we'll give $500 away again in December. Okay, so it's just fun. I just love seeing what you're sewing. Personally, I like everybody else to see what you're sewing. I think you empower one another more than I do. So I really appreciate you all participating and giving your names, and thank you, the Silhouette You. Okay, so I want to take it kind of one step further. I want to talk about stripes here for a minute. I've got several fabrics tonight that are striped in some way, because again, they come in on the bias. Now remember the one photo I showed you, her stripes were horizontal, which is, I love it. I love differences. These I did because they kind of converge to the middle, and because this is bias, it'll have a tendency to hang to the inside. The back I did straight, the yoke is just fun. This top, I can't tell you how many times I've worn it. It's a woven. I've got a similar knit here tonight. But it doesn't matter. The fabric can be knit or woven, doesn't make any difference. I think it has the same value. This I did because I've worn it with white jeans, I've worn it with just a whole bunch. So that's a stripe, and I wanted you to see what the stripe looked like. On myself, I wanted you to see what happens when you do it in a weave, because when you do it in a bias weave, what we know about bias is when we cut on the bias, which is what the front becomes, bias will not ravel. So let me just show you this. And the reason it won't ravel, I mean, you can pull out a little bit, is because of the stress on the weft and the warp. They are, you're only able to pull out just a little bit of bias. So as I go down like this, you can see the edge will have a little ruffle to it. And that's all I did with this, but it won't go any farther because of the stress of the weft and the warp. So this is, anytime you're dealing with a fabric that's woven, like what this is, the one I have on, you can take that edge and finish it with the little, just by pulling it out a little bit. You don't have to secure it. It won't ravel. It won't continue to ravel. It won't ravel any farther. If you were really worried about it, you could come in here and just put a stitch right along, an inch in. Just depending on how much width you wanted to your ravel. But other than that, it's just a fun little trick to know that this is going to be on the bias, the front is. And so you can let the ravel just go, and you don't have to secure it. You don't have to do anything. It will stay in place. Now on the back of mine, I want you to see the back. I actually used the selvage on this fabric across the yoke. So that's not, it's not raveling the fabric, it's actually the selvage. So I'm always wanting, you all know this, to kind of play with your fabric and use, look at it, say, gosh, do I want to use this part of it? What do I want to do with it? And you want to just use your fabric the best you can. And I know you know that. Just a reminder, okay? Let's go over and look at this one. This one is a fabric that we have here tonight. I mean, so is the one I have on. But in this case, what I did is I did not, this is how the pattern is, and right where it goes up to the other side, and when you're looking at the pattern, I just cut it. So basically, I cut it in half. And the only reason I did that is for those who had done it, I wanted to show you how to do it. And then if you wanted to, you could always tie this. You don't have to leave it down at the sides, but I wanted you to see the different options that it gave you. This fabric, I do like the back side to this fabric. I thought it was really pretty. It kind of created a contrast. But I decided to just do both sides correct. Both sides right side. It's got a little sparkle to it. It's fabric number 1618 as we get there, but it's 1618. It's just fun to have. You can hang it down by the side. I made a little matching shirt. This is the sweater set at $195, and then I used my V-neck templates to create the V-neck, and I made it sleeveless, and it's just easy and fun and fast. Really fast. I know for many of you, you've done your sweater set, you've got it all finished, so just to do this is just a little bit of time. Just a little bit of time. And it's a lot of fun. Okay. All right, so let's look at fabrics. Fabrics, I think, are very revealing as to what fabrics we can use and how different they'll make the look, whether we want to keep it open, whether we want to just simply wear it open. It has a button in the front. But I'll never forget, it was years ago when someone came into a workshop and they had this on. There was no button. And I said, oh man, I just love that little cape thing. And they said, oh, it's your pattern. And it's that. No, it's not. They just think it's my pattern. I get that all the time. She said, no, it's really your pattern. And it was so, I put this fabric in. It was a very lightweight white knit. And there was no button, no anything, and it was gorgeous. It was so pretty. So I actually made this t-shirt out of this because I'm going to make that one next. I just love the concept of how that looked. And she did not do a button, she just left it open. And I like that too. So I want you to see how different this will look in these different fabrics. That was the goal tonight. Okay, so we're going to start with these fabrics. They're 1600. They're all 1600s. And if you go to silhouettepatterns.com, go to fabrics, and go over to view all, and then just scroll all the way to the bottom. And that way you'll be able to just kind of go through them with me. I don't know if I always give the right content and yada, 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 but anyway, you'll be able to get that. Okay? Any questions as we go along the way? We're talking pattern number 95, Brooks top. It is on sale. I guess the first is Monday. So you've got a week or so to get it. We've got another less than a week. But the goal is to show you how versatile this could be. I'll show you when I get there. Okay, so 1600s. This is 1601. Orange is such a popular color right now. I thought this would be so beautiful with jeans. This is a really beautiful cotton knit. It has stretch in both directions. It's got a little bit of a fuzz to it. I don't think that's the right word. Maybe a little suede feel, but it's got beautiful drape and it would be great for this little top. You could it's not too late to wear white. You could still do white jeans, white top, cute little orange on top of it. If you're doing any cruise plans or, beach plans still, this would be great for that time frame. It works as a great swimsuit cover-up. Keep in mind that that's another great thing it does. All right, so that's 1601. 1602, I only have the one piece. I only have one piece. It's just, these are some of these designer pieces that we didn't have a lot. This is all that there is. I love this. I think it would be absolutely gorgeous to do this with, but there's only enough to do the one top. So I priced it as, for the whole piece, I'm not sure what the price was, I put it on there, but it's really pretty. It's 100% cotton. It's just a beautiful piece of fabric. And it would be really pretty in a Brooks top. It's perfect. Perfect pattern fabric combination. That's 1602. 1603 I did in a stripe, but this is a silk. So this silk is really, has a different drape to it. It's very, I mean, it's beautiful. You know, this silk, not all silks, but this silk in particular is very dense. So it has a really beautiful drape to it. Both sides are usable. You could always tie it if you didn't want to wear it open, but it's really nice. Very pretty blue. It's kind of like a sky blue and white. Yeah, it's got really pretty drape. And that's 1603. And then 1604 is this white that I was talking about. This really, it's very lightweight. It's a, I don't know if it's a viscose or a cotton. It's marked on there. But you can see it's light, and so the layers do really well. Like I said, I did my t-shirt out of it just because I needed a new white t-shirt. And then I want to come back and do this over it because I love the look. This white on white is just so pretty. I know I made that other white outfit that I wore a couple weeks ago, and I'm just loving white. It'd be really pretty even to do a little skirt out of it. That 225 would be fun. Very light. If I put my hand behind it, you can see you can't really see through it. I mean, you can a little bit, but you can't, I guess you can a little bit, but again, if you layer it, just doesn't really matter. Good camera work, man, I tell you. Who's that camera guy? That handsome cameraman. Anyway, okay, then we have, this is kind of, I put this in because of what I have on. This would be very cool to have it fringed out. It's got a great selvage. It's 100% cotton. Great transition fabric. 100% cotton, but it's reds, it's blacks. I'm not sure if it's black or like a dark brown in there. I have it next to a dark brown. It looks like it coordinates really nicely. So I'm not sure if it's black or brown. Probably could go with either one. But you can see it's really pretty. Yeah, very pretty, like it's kind of like a plaid, abstract plaid almost. And then this brown is lovely. We don't get a lot of browns. Browns are so hard to find. And this is a viscose. And it's really beautiful. The drape, it's a knit. It has stretch in both directions. Just hold it there so we can get a close-up of it so you can see it the best you can. It's really soft. You'll feel it and you'll go, oh, wow. That's my impersonation of my sewing customer coming in and feeling the fabric. Oh, wow. Okay, and it's a dark brown. It's definitely a dark, dark brown. And we're playing timber on the fabrics here. Just a minute, let me get this. Okay, this fabric is, I don't know if you all know, there's a company called Worth. And they are, I don't think they're in business anymore, but the company who is making their fabrics, this is from them. I don't know if that has any value to you all or not, but their fabrics were always so beautiful. So you can see that this is reversible. It's a really beautiful, it's a woven, so it's not a printed. It's woven and it's just really pretty. The greens, the browns, it's got a little bit of milk in there. It's got a little bit of black. But I thought, again, that would be very pretty raveled for doing something like what I have on. Okay. That is 1607. 1608. This is I was so excited when I found this fabric. This is my Brunello Cucinelli impression. I can see this in this fabric, and I can see the designer. I think this is so Brunello Cucinelli looking. It's kind of like a link, like a metal link. Like a mesh metal link is kind of what it is. It has beautiful drape to it. You can see right through it, so this fabric making the top I have on would just be stunning. The one side is got a little sheen to it. The back side does not, but I think to have them both sides showing, I think would be fabulous. I think it would just look beautiful. So you can see that one side is matte and then one side has a little bit of sheen to it. But that drape is incredible. And this is 1608. Isn't that pretty? I wish I could hear your, oh. And then 1609, I did this because it's got a little bit of, it's kind of an open weave. It's actually not, oh, I forgot to take the tape off. Sorry about that, you guys. It's actually, it looks solid, but when you look at it or stand behind it, you can see that you can really see through it. It's got little open spaces all throughout. It's perfect for this top. So I'm just going to unwrap it a little bit, and it's the same on both sides. It's identical. It's just beautiful. And it's got like a little stripe to it. So I thought that all those things would make a really beautiful Brooks top. Sorry. Just when he goes to come in close, I move it. Is that okay? Okay, so that's the top row. 1609 is this one. Those are the first 9. We have 19 fabrics tonight. There's 9 on the top row, and there's 10 on the bottom row. And let us know if you want to kind of look at anything again. We're happy to do that. You know that. We want you to love your fabric. Okay. You want to take a minute and look for questions? Okay, let's see what we can see. What did I say? Oh, peached finish. Oh, is that what it's called? I'm sorry, you guys. See, I learn from you all the time. Peached finish? No, this is not a peach finish. This is more fuzzy. This has more texture than that. This actually has, it's almost like a sweatshirt fabric, but it's much softer. And sweatshirt fabrics a lot of times don't have stretch, and this has stretch. So peach skin is more just the texture. This has actually like more of a nappy feel. I know that's probably not a really good description. For fabrics that are different, couldn't you just add a seam so that both right and left sides were the same? Yes, sure, yes. You can just cut at the bottom. You know, you can kind of cut. Yes, you can. Yeah, you can. And because it's yours, you get to do whatever you want, right? It's that empowering feeling. Does a chocolate brown have stretch? Yes. That's this one. I'm pretty sure it has stretch in both directions. Yeah, it has stretch in both directions. The chocolate brown is a, let me look just real quick. Yeah, it's 100% viscose. It's 100% viscose. It's really beautiful. Let me get it out. I mean, you know, I know you guys know this, but viscose fabrics drape really well. And the reason they drape so well is because they can smash those fibers really, really closely together. Viscose can have it is a natural fiber, but it is a man-made method of constructing the fabric, so they can give it a really higher twist, and they can put them close together, which is what makes visco drape so beautifully. But this is really nice. This is like got a little tiny rib to it. I think we can come in close to where you can see that. It's got just, I don't know. Yeah, there you go. See, it's got a little ribbing to it. So it definitely stretches in that direction, but it stretches in the other direction as well. It's very pretty. All right. Okay. Let us know if you need anything else on those top fabrics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 fabrics on the top. And usually there's skinny bolts on the top, but I got my muscles going tonight, so I have the heavy bolts on the top. Okay, we're good. Let's start with number 10. And I put a stripe. And I put a stripe because it's just, I would love one out of this little stripe. This is actually a black and white. It's a viscose, and it has stretch in both directions. So this is one like that one that I told you that had great drape. This would be like that one. This would be very slimming. The stripes converging to the center. Both sides are the same. And so this would be a great fabric. And I don't know if anybody told you, but you're allowed to make more than one. Like I made 3. You can make them in an afternoon. They're really fast. Everybody who's made them, I should start asking everybody when you send me a photo to just say how long it took you to make it. Not as a contest, but just so that so that we get some kind of context as to how long sewing takes. It just doesn't take that long, you all. It's always the fit we struggle with the most, and there's no fit on this, so it's kind of fun. You just pick the fabric and go. This is a cotton poly, and it's a pontoroma. It's a white, and it's white. It's a white pontoroma knit. And it's very nice. It's the same on both sides. I actually put this in to really, not so much for 95, because I don't think it's the best for 95, but I actually put it in as a base because it'd work really well with this white. I figured it'd be really pretty. It'd work really well with some of these pieces up here. So I put the pontoroma in really as just a base. It'd work well with the one I have on if you wanted to do a little top out of this, if you wanted to do pants. I put that in as a base. It's a cotton poly and it's a pontoroma. And then this is what I have on. This is 100% cotton. This is what it looks like in its natural environment. And I become Scarlett O'Hara because I have the draperies on. Except I love my draperies. But it's easy to work with. It presses beautifully. I just love it. I hope you all like it. It's always interesting to see when I make something and wear it. Sometimes it does really well, and sometimes none of the fabric that I make up sells. So it's always very humbling to see how it does after the fact. But I love the fabric, and I love my top. And then this one is just beautiful. This is a cotton poly, just really beautiful. And again, a stripe, so the stripe would be incredible. If you decided to put a button on this, I think it'd be so very pretty. Both sides of this are the same. This is a charcoal. There's a black in there, and there's a pink, and there's a wine. So you've got 4 different colors. Both sides, again, are the same. It's a chenille. It's beautiful. It's very beautiful. I mean, obviously, it'd make many other beautiful things also, but it would make a really great Brooks top. And it is a cotton poly. It's mostly cotton. It's just got a little bit. It's got a little bit of a sparkle in it, and I think that's probably the poly because it burns really clean, except that there's that little bit of melt. Fun fabric, just a really beautiful fabric. All the fall colors are there. It's just perfect. This is a black and milk color, and this is a cotton silk. This has an extraordinary drape to it. It's really, and it's why I pulled it, because I don't know you can just look at it and think it's silk, but the minute you feel it, boy, does it feel like silk. It's so soft and luxurious. It's just lovely. If you just did nothing else other than stand there and feel it, it would be well worth it. It's very, very pretty. Got a very pretty selvage on it as well. You could do something. You could cut that off and sew it right back on going down the front if you wanted to. So you could have that finish coming all the way. So many fun things to do when you look at your fabric, figure out what parts do I want to accentuate, and go from there. This is another one. This is 16. We did 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is 16, 15. You gotta look at this fabric. This is, I think it's 100% cotton. All the contents are on there. But we're gonna come in close on this because it's just extraordinary. It's actually a stripe, and I know you may not see that at first, but there's actually like a little indentation in between those rows. I mean, it's really, really a beautiful fabric. And the closer you look at it, the more beautiful it becomes. Yeah, that's a really good picture of it. Good job. But keep in mind, it's like that on both sides. So both sides are usable. It's just a really beautiful piece of fabric. It's got a little bit of olive in it. It's a black. It's got a little bit of gold. It's pretty. It is very pretty. Okay. Then this next one, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16. This is 100% cotton. I just fell in love with this fabric. I think for this top, this is so, like to be paired with jeans, this would just be so incredible. I don't even think I'd finish the edges. I think I'd just let them go natural and just, it's just such a great casual but yet amazing fabric. I don't know, I just love it. It's a woven, so you can see both sides are usable. Both sides, there's a little difference from one side to another. I'm going to show you there both so you can see the differences there. But boy, it'd look so cool to have both sides showing, I think, next to each other. This is just really beautiful. 100% cotton. It's a knit. It has stretch in both directions. Slight stretch, not a lot of stretch, but it's very nice. And then I did this wine because it paired so perfectly with this. So it wasn't that I think it could be a, whoops, left the tape on the bottom, sorry about that. I think it could be a Brooks top, but certainly lots of other things as well. It's a stretch woven, it has a little bit of stretch to it. And it's really nice. I don't think I put stretch woven. I think I just put woven. It's a cotton poly. It's a beautiful color. I'm going to try to let you see both sides. I love the selvage. Now keep in mind these fabrics, this is Kate again. This one and the next one. Well, the next two, I think. Yeah, the next two. Okay. Then this is the one I made. This is 16, 18. This is the one I used. It's a cotton poly. I just really liked it. It was very light and very drapey. And that's what I wanted. One side has a little sheen to it, as you can see on mine, and the back side is a little bit lighter. It definitely looks like the back side of the fabric, and yet at the same time, I felt like if both sides were used, nobody would know it was the same back side of the fabric. People just don't know stuff like that today. So I just really like the fabric. Very light, very drapey, really pretty. And it's a cotton poly. Okay, and then this last one is 1619, and it's Kate, and it's a silk. And I felt like a silk would be just a beautiful way to, especially this silk. Just got great drape. Both sides are the same. But especially, I think if you did the top, like a little tank top, and then the Brooks top, you could even do pants. It would make such a beautiful monochromatic outfit. Very soft, very elegant, and then just accent it with some beautiful gold or silver jewelry. I just can see that whole outfit. And it'd just be stunning. Wine is one of the strongest colors for fall, so this is just a really pretty piece. Not there? There you go, 1619. Okay, and again, we'll just give us a second and then we can go back and let you see if you want to take a second look at something or get greater clarification. All of these fabrics to me are just so right on as far as the versatility that they would bring you with Brooks top. So that was the goal, was to just see how many different ways we could make it up. And I love those pictures in the beginning. You can go back and take a closer look at those because the ladies really, the details on some of those are really good. I didn't spend a lot of time on them, but go back and just kind of take a look and notice the edges, notice how they laid the fabric. It's good lessons, I think, for all of us. I think 1607 and 1608 descriptions are flipped. Is 1607 the Worth Company? Let me just make sure, just so that, oh, you know what it is? Here, you guys, here's what it is. I think I put them back wrong when I put them back the other day. The descriptions aren't flipped. The fabrics are flipped. This one is 1607 and the Worth is 1608. So I think that's how the picture is, isn't it? If you guys will look at that picture and let me know. So this is the Worth is 1608 and then 1607. I think I had those two backwards. Thank you all for clarifying that. We want to make sure we send you the right fabric when you want it. I like this because I felt like it looked so pretty with the brown. I mean, they both do. They both have brown tones in them and they all look really pretty, but I thought it looked really nice together. Okay. We're good? No questions. Yeah, we'll give you a few minutes. We know that y'all are, I think you're 30 seconds behind, but sometimes 30 seconds can seem like 5 minutes. I don't think that's a good sign. It's called patience, Peggy. All right, so what are y'all sewing? End of the summer? Are you we're sewing, the new patterns are almost ready. I shouldn't tell you that. The new patterns are almost ready, but we're excited. I just love them. I just think they're really good ideas. I think they're really good basic parts of your wardrobe, and we're just moving along. This weekend we've got a workshop here, and then we've got our yoga pant class, and we've got our tennis shoemaking class. Just gonna have a lot of fun here at the store. So if you're local, come by and say hi, because we'll be here all day, not all day Saturday, but noon to 5. So if you're local, come by and say hi. It's gonna be a fun place to hang. We even have some food and stuff. We have a little party going on. A little party, not a big party, a little party. Are we good? All right, you guys, you got everything you need? Sew 95, make it up, get your pattern, get your fabric, make more than one. You won't want to make just one. I cut out 3 at the same time, and gosh, I won't say how long it took. It doesn't matter, but it didn't take very long, especially once you get the hang. And you just want to mix them all up. You don't need to do a double yoke on everything. You can do single, you can change the fronts. Just fun. Oh, yeah. I always forget that. Saturday afternoon is at the store. It's all at the store. It's all at the store of fabrics, yes. All the classes are at the store of fabrics. Sunday's class is here too. Yep. Like the video, subscribe, hit the bell notification, leave a comment. I'm completely incapable of remembering that at the end, so my support has written it out for me so that I don't forget. Thank you. All right, you all, we will see you Thursday. This Thursday is Q&As, just so that you know. So we'll see you Thursday night. Happy sewing. All right, bye.